And now, the general weather around Alaska.
First graphic here showing some winter weather advisories and wind chill warnings. We got wind chill warnings out here for the weekend starting tomorrow and through Sunday here for the upper Tanana Valley 40-mile country and extending east there in toward the hills north of Fairbanks, and a wind chill advisory up here for the Yukon Flats. Looking at wind chills ranging anywhere from 40 to 60 degrees below zero with gusty northeast winds. Winter weather advisories here for the Alaska Range and from about Fairbanks southward for tonight into tomorrow. And moving to satellite imagery. See a band of clouds faintly here in the interior, especially over the Tanana Valley, continuing the light snow throughout the day today, but slowly coming southward with clearing and colder conditions back to the north. And for the southeast coast, drying out, still some shower activity going on there, but nothing too significant. And some areas of snow showers here for the North Gulf Coast, rain or snow showers, give or take, extending down across the southern Kenai Peninsula toward Kachemak Bay and Kamishak Bay, or Kachemak Bay, maybe Kamishak Bay as well. Otherwise, we have a weakening front here. Actually, a pretty good low tracking northward. Brought wind gusts of 52 miles per hour to the Pribilof Islands earlier today, with rain there extending down into the Alaska Peninsula, starting to break up here as it approaches the southwest coast. Then a weak band of some light snow extending from Norton Sound, cutting up across the Bering Strait there, and low pressure out here over the western Aleutians. You can see circulation with that, pulling a lot of cold, unstable air, numerous showers there in toward Adak and Atka, extending back to Shimia, with winds gusting 20 to 40 miles an hour out in that area. And on the chart today, Arctic front right through here, actually slowly coming southward here, especially on the northern side there, clearing out slowly, pushing southward here with being pushed south on northeast winds, with this high building into the Mackenzie River Delta area and colder air spreading southeastward. Otherwise, rain and snow showers on the North Gulf Coast here, right along the immediate coast, Prince William Sound, southern Kenai Peninsula, southeast coast here, a little bit of, mostly dry actually. Nothing of any significance there in the way of showers, especially compared to yesterday and the day before. And then this low pressure area brought those strong gusty winds to the Pribilofs earlier, weakening now as it pulls in toward the southwest coast. We'll see that does weaken tonight, brings a chance of snow to the Yukon Delta coast, maybe some mixed precipitation into extreme northwestern Bristol Bay. Rain, light rain for the Alaska Peninsula and eastern Aleutians, and then more rain out to the west. For tomorrow, tightening gradient through here. And again, looking at wind chills with temperatures falling below zero, and wind chill temperatures, again, approaching 60 degrees below zero in some areas here. And some of that snow now shifting south of the Alaska Range, northern Sitna Valley, heading southward into the Talkeetnas, maybe the Manuska Valley seeing some light snow, and across the northern Copper River Basin, but dry here across the North Gulf Coast. Panhandle clearing Yakutat in toward the northern Panhandle with just variable clouds, light winds on down to the south there. And for Kodiak Island, light winds, partly sunny skies, dry over the southwest interior. This week low here keeps a chance of some snow showers roughly Kuskokwim Bay down toward Dillingham. Better chance of some moisture there for the Alaska Peninsula and eastern Aleutians. A break for Adak and Atka, that ahead of this intense storm just coming onto the map there, approaching the Aleutians, and that'll bring gale and storm force winds into the western Aleutians tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. And then by Sunday afternoon, that low center is up over the western Aleutians, the front expanding eastward here, bringing gale force winds and rain, eastern Aleutians, by late afternoon into the western Alaska Peninsula, up to the Pribilof Islands, and winds of anywhere from 35 to 50 knots out here over the Aleutians circulating around that center, and a band of light snow here just grazing the southwest coast, but right over Nunivak Island and then up clipping the southern portion of St. Lawrence Island. Clear and cold over the interior, gusty winds, cold wind chills here continue for the upper Tanana Valley 40-mile country. Area snow now across south central Alaska, chance of snow, cloudy skies, and rain or snow. Could go either way there for the North Gulf Coast areas, staying mostly dry for Kodiak Island. This easterly flow may pick up enough moisture to produce some light shower activity on the east side of the island, maybe not. Otherwise, the northern panhandle along the north coast there has a chance of some moisture. Otherwise, it'll stay dry over the remainder of the area. Lows tonight, colder here, anywhere from 15 to 35 below over the northeast interior as that Arctic front slowly sags southward. Modified Arctic air seeping south of the Alaska Range into the Sitna Valley, more so over the Copper River Basin. And upper teens and 20s for the northern panhandle, but lower 30s down to the south. Upper 20s Kodiak Island, 30s out over the Aleutians and the Bering Sea. Highs for tomorrow staying below zero. Tanana Valley northward to the central and eastern Arctic coast and the northeast interior areas with highs 20s to lower 30s here for south central Alaska. 10 to 15 in the Copper River Basin, mid-30s for Kodiak Island, lower 30s northern panhandle, upper 30s near 40 to the south, and either side of 40 degrees here for the eastern Aleutians and Alaska Peninsula. Pribilofs right around upper 30s, lower 30s for St. Lawrence Island. And then lows for the following morning here. Again, pretty cold, much colder, anywhere from, call it 20 to 40 below here over much of the eastern interior up to the north slope, well below zero there for the Arctic coast. And down into the upper teens for St. Lawrence Island. You can see mid-minus 20s there for Nikolai and McGrath, and teens for Bristol Bay, upper 20s Kodiak Island. South central Alaska in the teens, below zero in the Copper River Basin finally, and mid to upper teens for the northern panhandle, otherwise 20s elsewhere. And for the highs, Sunday afternoon, mid 30s southern southeast coast, mid to upper 20s to the north, and 15 to 25 for south central Alaska, but lower 30s there down toward Homer, Seldovia, and Seward. Just above zero for the Copper River Basin, north of the Alaska Range, generally below zero, and then back towards zero along the Arctic coast. 20s northern Bering Sea, Pribilofs upper 30s, lower 40s for the Aleutians.